All right, everybody. Let's have brunch. Nerdy brunch, that is. How's everybody doing? Invader coffee. It's what's for dinner. If you want to give it a try, link in the description. They don't pay me. I just love it. So, how's everybody's week going? Good, I hope. Mine's fantastic, as usual. What a day. Let's get into it, shall we? No news to give you today. Just want to talk about one of my favorite movies. But before I talk about that movie, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the actor in said movie, because he's quite an interesting fella. James Stewart, or Jimmy Stewart on occasion, was born in 1908, died in 1997. Long life. When he came to Hollywood, he came with Henry Fonda. They were buddies, and they came together to try to make their way in the land of film, as it were. It wasn't until James Stewart collaborated with Frank. Man, I haven't had enough coffee. 1 second. Sorry about that. Frank Capra. Anybody that watches certain movies at Christmas time will recognize the name Frank Capra. The 3 movies he did with Frank Capra at the beginning of his career was You Can't Take It With You in 1938, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, 1939. Side note, Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler is kind of a remake of that story. I like that movie. Mr. Deeds is funny. And the third film was It's a Wonderful Life in 1940, which is where most people will recognize the name Frank Capra. Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life is a staple during the Christmas season for most people, I would say. But those 3 movies basically established James Stewart as a likable everyman. You know, he wasn't a muscle-bound hero. He wasn't necessarily a strong, menacing figure or overpowering presence. He was just a scrawny every guy. And that's what people loved about him. The reason there's such a gap between his second and third movies with Capra was, which was from 1939 to 1946. Well, quite bluntly, it was World War II. James Stewart learned to fly in 1935. So in 1940, he was drafted in the Army as a pilot. During World War II, he rose to the rank of colonel. He remained involved in the U.S. Air Force after World War II until he retired officially in 1968. Side note, in 1959, he reached the rank of Brigadier General, becoming the highest ranking actor in American military history. Quite an accomplishment for him. Hoorah. So, let's talk about not one of those 3 movies he did with Frank Capra, but what is one of my all-time favorite movies. And it's from 1950. It's called Harvey. Not Steve Harvey. That'd be a different movie. Just Harvey. It's an hour and 44 minutes, and it's based on the Pulitzer Prize play by Mary Chase. She also wrote the screenplay for the movie. It was directed by Henry Coster. Basically, it's about a whimsical man, middle-aged man, who's thought by his family to be insane because of his insistence that his best friend is a 6-foot-tall rabbit named Harvey. Look, I talked the other day about unique and original, and that's something sorely lacking in Hollywood today. It is not sorely lacking from the movie Harvey. It's from start to finish, this movie will make you laugh and question whether Harvey is actually real or not. Is it in his head or not? In the process of the movie, his family, who, like all families, had their problems, begin to heal and grow closer together, thanks to possibly a 6-foot-tall rabbit named Harvey. That's it. That's the movie. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the details. I want you to go watch it for yourself. Trust me, it's worth your time. Yes, it's black and white. Yes, it's old. Yes, it's fantastic. So on that note, have a great day. Glad you're here, or were here. Now get out. I gotta get ready and do stuff. Have a great day, y'all.